Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As you see here today, we have another setup about to be done today. I actually had a friend of mine who watched a video I previously did. I'll actually put that in a link in the description below. If not, I'll put it on the top screen so you can see it. They saw the video and they really liked the setup I did. So what he asked me to do was, hey, can you build somewhat like that setup for my son? So I decided, hey, why not? So I gave him a couple of, I gave him the ideas of what we needed to do, and he was 100% on board. So these are a few things that we got here. So before we get started with the video, quick disclaimer, I just wanted to say, if you actually like this content, again, like we said before, please like and subscribe. But also, if you live in the central Jersey area and actually kind of want a build like this, maybe for the holidays or for a friend or for your son or your husband or anything like that, any fellow gamer who wants a PC like this, someone like this or more advanced, I will leave my email in the description below, and just email me and we can work out the content and how we can get this done, and we'll actually feature your build in the video. So thanks guys, and enjoy the rest of the video. As you can see, we have the B450 motherboard here. So we're going for a decent gaming PC with the eligibility to actually upgrade in the future. With PC parts being really hard to get, like scarce, like especially a GPU, which I'll go over this one a little bit. You know, I went with that little aesthetic just to make sure that he still has room to upgrade in the future if he decides to get a better GPU. So B450 motherboard with the MSI brand. We got a Seagate 2 terabyte hard drive, the AMD Ryzen 5 5600X. And of course a M.2 drive SSD drive for the build. And of course, because we were trying to get a 3060 and very hard right now trying to get a 3060, I was able to get what is next best would be the 2060. I wanted to trying to go in the 3060 range, just because the price point, we're trying to hit a decent price point. So I got the 2060 for the setup, with the eligibility to upgrade later on, maybe for a 3060 when they come in stock eventually. And then of course the case, their Corsair 400D, a really nice case. I actually built in this before and I really like the airflow in here. I like the case a lot, and we got it in black. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this together. We're not gonna go tutorial. Like I said, the other video I have shows the tutorial on how to do it step by step. But we're gonna build this together, and we're gonna show, at the end of this video, we're actually gonna show it to my best friend's son to see how his reaction is. All right, so we're gonna start off, of course, like we always start off, with the motherboard. Grab the motherboard out, and then we're gonna grab a couple of, we're gonna go to the IO shield, SATA cable for the hard drive we have, and then everything else in here is just the motherboard manual. Of course, you always want to grab that just to double check you have all your connections correctly. They give you a sticker and everything else. So we'll put this back, pour it out. All right, let's get the motherboard out of the bag. Let's get started. All right, so like I said before, we have the Ryzen 5 5600X, and we're gonna install it. And I know I just realized in the introduction I didn't talk about the RAM, but I have the RAM sticks, and I will be putting those RAM sticks in as soon as I put this into the PC. All right, next is the RAM sticks, and again, in the tutorial, just make sure you go into your motherboard manual and figure out which ones are the ones you have to move back. For this board is B1 and B2, which are the two red ones. Then you align them. Do a pop. And that's it. Now we'll move on to the cooler. Now for the cooler, the 5600X actually comes with an AMD cooler, but because I had an extra one, I'm actually going to put an AIO, and I'm going to put this Corsair H60 to give a little bit more cooling. So I figured I'd give them a nice little upgrade on the AIO. And for this now, I was going to put the cooler, I'll put it on after, but I'm actually going to go first with the NVMe WD Black NVMe SSD drive, 500 gigabytes. So it's basically just going to boot it up, and you can put a couple games on it, and we're going to put the Windows on it. So here we go. Now, put the cooler, put some thermal paste. Now, the AIO. All right, case time. So we'll open up the case here. Corsair 400D. Coming in a very popular case as of lately, especially with the 500 series and 700 series. So here's that beautiful case that we're going to use. Put the tempered glass on the front. Simply be able to take off the tempered glass here. Oh, we take that tape off. And there it is. Tempered glass, filters, and it comes with 2 case fans inside. But of course, I have a few fans in this board, this PC build that I'm going to do, just because I actually have a few left over from an old build. So I'm actually going to upgrade him and give him some nice RGB fans as well on top of the 2 fans. If not, take these out and put some new ones in there, get some little RGB coloring in here. So now we'll be right back and we'll put in the motherboard in the case. Alright, so now we got it open. We're going to remove the rear fan and then the front fan. Alright, so with this now we're just gonna pop off the front, take off the filter, and as you see you have access to the front here, and we're gonna remove this fan as well. Alright, so before we put the motherboard into the case, because it's ready to be the motherboard in there, we gotta put the IO shield. So Gotta figure out how we're gonna put this. And more than likely we'll do the top because of the filter on the top and have just an exhaust here, and then we'll put probably try to do a push-pull configuration here. But all it is now is just time to screw it in. Alright, so we're going to do a pull configuration. So we're going to have the air pull from the top, mainly because of the fact that we have a air filter on the top. So screw these in now and just get it aligned correctly. It's going to be a little difficult, but we got this. Next up is going to be the SSD card. Excuse me, the hard drive. So like we said before, the Seagate 2 terabytes. So we're going to install this right now. Alright, we got the SSD. Now let's get the front panel cabling and the USB cabling in here. Put this up here. That's the USB. This is going to be for power, reset power button, and then HD audio will go here. Alright, start plugging things in. Alright, I'm trying to make this a quick process. This is basically just connecting front panels to the motherboard, reset switch, power switches, power LED, all that is going to be connected here. Front panels are connected. Next, power source. All right, so just thought about it. So before I put in the power supply, I'm gonna put in these fans. These are Touch Aqua Natos 120 millimeter fans. So we're gonna put these fans in. We're gonna put 3 in the front and then 1 in the back for exhaust. This is gonna have the RGB on it. That gives it a little bit more lighting. This is pretty cool. So we're gonna put this in now. All right, so all fans are in. Now we got this mess of cabling here, so we're gonna do some cable management, get everything wired up. And yes, you see here ketchup and mustard. A lot of people, I really do not like the ketchup and mustard look. I do have a cable mod connection here, like this. We're gonna do a red and black, and we're gonna make this look nice. It's gonna be for the GPU, of course. So right now, what we're gonna do is basically wrap this all up, make this nice and looking, not look like a rat's nest, and let's get to it. So after a little finagling, we got some cable management going on here. Not the best, but there we go. Autofocus best better. Not the best, you know, but these ketchup and mustards are really killing me right now. Love the fact that they have this track here on the Corsair 400D. It's awesome. It just, you know, you can bring it down right here, and then you have your side here. I actually have the CPU power up and connected. I had it connected due to the fact that the radiator is actually blocking the socket, so I put it in. But little cable management, this is going to be covered up, but as you can see, everything's basically connected. And now time to do the front panels. Well, I did the front panels, time to do the front motherboard power and CPU. All right, last but not least, our 2060. Now, in terms of the GPU, we got this 2060 mainly because of the fact that his son is going to be using it for Roblox, Rocket League. He said he really likes Rocket League, so he's going to be using it for Rocket League and Minecraft. So you don't really need all that power. Even though it has 6 gigabytes of VRAM, it's still going to be pretty good and efficient for everything that he needs to be doing with it. So there should be enough. And then again, if he decides to do a little bit more AAA gaming, the beauty of it, some of these AAA games are going to have what the NVIDIA has, the DLSS 2.0, and it actually works with the 20 series cards, which is absolutely awesome. And he will be able to use it for those games, especially when it does the scaling up and down. So it's going to be a beautiful thing for him as well. And then I have this cable mod here for him. This cable mod does make this look much nicer. You know, to avoid as much ketchup and mustard as I can in this build, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this right here. And this. And then I got the combs. I gotta get the combs. Once I get those combs on there, we will be good to go on that end. It's gonna look really good. Alrighty. So I was able to find the combs that I was looking for. That looks nice. Look at that, nice and organized. All right, now it's time just to power it on and get all the lights adjusted rightly. And of course, I'm gonna try to find the comb for this one too. This really is gonna bother me until I find that comb. So I'm gonna try to find the same one I have for this one, and I'll put it here, and it's gonna look even nicer. and we'll be right back. All right, so we're pretty much finished up, and like I said before, I really did not like the ketchup and mustard, so I finally found the cable mod for this to make it match the PC unit, the GPU one. Looks phenomenal. Now all we gotta do is power it on, install Windows, and get moving. So I actually will show you how to install Windows as well. So let's power this on. Set this baby on right here. Let's hit power. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey guys, so as you just saw the video, we finished the PC for my best friend's son, and it looks great. It looks phenomenal. Now in the next take, you're about to see where we're gonna drop it off. He's actually gonna be able to, we're gonna turn it on for him and let him see it. But before we get to that, I just want to remind you guys, please, if you guys like this video, do not forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to see more content like this. But in the meantime, let's get to it. See you guys. Thanks again for watching. Alright guys, so we're here. We're actually gonna reveal the PC to Shay. So here we go.
Ta-da! Oh wait.
Right, so ready?
Oh my god.
So I decided to go with a Darth Vader theme.
That's cool.
So you would Kylo Ren, Darth Vader with the red and black. There you go, man.
I like the family.
Nice, man. You're gonna enjoy this, man. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it.
That's crazy.